Podcast.
Yeah, the music, interviews, the culture.
Sweet. Let's get into it.
And then don't forget all the lovely things we plan to do today.
Sweet podcast.
What's up? What's happening, everybody? It's Mr. Al Pete with the Groove Sweet Podcast. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. Hopefully, your February was great. Hopefully, you got some Black history in your system or whatnot. But we are in March, and we're moving along with 2023. So, with that, thank y'all so much for hitting play. So, we have some special people on board right here. So, it's like a triple threat action going on. I was thinking of a corny thing to say, but I'm like, nah, I ain't finna be corny with these folks. So, let's. I'm gonna let everybody introduce themselves. So
we like corny.
Let's start off with the ladies first, since it's Women's Month.
Hello, everyone. My name is ChristinaCurates, and I am a native of Jacksonville, Florida, but I reside in Atlanta, Georgia now. And I am excited to be here. I'm a part of the Groove Suite by way of MPN Network. So I'm excited to be here.
Why you ain't say Duval?
You know, I reserve that for special times.
Come on, Soup.
No,
okay.
Go ahead, Mr. Goodbar.
All right. Please. It's Mr. Goodbar, reporting live from Houston, Texas, the host and producer of The Remedy on KPFT 90.1 FM. And I am glad to be part of this event this evening. And I'm honored to talk soul with some special people who are on the same, cut from the same cloth. And it's just wonderful to be here, man. Thank you for having me.
All right, and I'm Soops Kitchen. I am residing in Cleveland, Ohio. So I'm not in the fancy destination like everyone else. I'm in the cold weather in Cleveland. But it's a pleasure to be with you guys. I'm super excited to be a part of the Groove Suite. Just being a part of this whole trio that we got going, it's gonna be. I'm excited, man. Thank y'all. Appreciate it.
Indeed. Well, listen, I appreciate y'all taking y'all time to talk to me and just talk about normal things that we talk about when we cross paths on social media. You three, y'all go, outside of, well, I wouldn't say outside of social media, but it's an extension for sure, because y'all do y'all lives on Instagram. And if y'all haven't checked it out, please just follow. It's Miss ChristinaCurates now. But yeah. Follow her, because sometimes I just pop up on IG and I see all y'all on there talking. And the first thing I'm like, okay, they talking about great music. They talking about what's going on in the music world, in our music world. I'm going to be saying that often, groovers. When I say our music, that's the thing. I feel like I'm like the Bud in this situation, Bud from Cosby Show. So I've been kind of like, y'all got y'all family thing going on, but I kind of inserted myself a little bit like, what y'all talking about? What y'all got going on over here? Like, who I need to be listening to? Because there's so much music out there. But you three have like this dynamic way of like picking like the most dopest music. And every time I see y'all post stuff and I listen to y'all mixes, I'm like, man, who is this? And I'm pulling out my phone like, what's going on? And I enjoy being a fan of music like that. And I commend y'all three for putting me on game like that and making sure I have my stuff sharp as well, being a DJ, but just being a loyal fan to some great music. So,
definitely.
Yeah. So, listen, and I know we talked about. I just feel it's right to start off with the question. I know, I know Soup said we should start off at the end, but I do feel like we should ask the question, like, what is your definition of soul? Like, let's start from there. I feel like it's good to start from there. And anybody can go first. It don't matter.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll be happy to jump in and be the sacrificial lamb for the three. It's really weird. Like Mr. Alfie, it's like what I've told yourself and everyone here on this call. Like when we talk about soul and defining it, I often reference that sometimes music that comes out that we like, that you'll hear us play, it sounds like something I heard in my head when I was a kid. It just brings back something, and it sparks something different. Like I hear a lot of good music, but every once in a while it's a song that sounds like a sound I've been hearing in my head all my life. You know what I'm saying? When I think of songs like Red Eye or or like anything like with Floetry, like Say Yes. Those are sounds I've been hearing in my head and my spirit. It seems like for all my life. And then if somebody just is blessed enough to actually manifest it and make it real and tangible. And that to me is what soul is. It's like soul can extend in a lot of different facets of music, but we find it most commonly in a lot of the R&B and neo soul because people are trying to tap into those emotions. When I say the people that we really generally listen to frequently, they're trying to tap into that emotion and pull it out and make it tangible. So if I was to say soul, it would be something, it's a spiritual connection, some sort of way. No matter what your spirit is, it's something that speaks to you and moves you. That's why certain songs are time capsules and carry you, you know.
Right.
A perfect example is Carl Thomas's first album is the definition of soul to me because I remember where I was when I heard it. I remember what I was doing. I remember how I was feeling. I remember who hurt my feelings that time. I remember all of that. That's what soul to me is. And I think it speaks that way for all of us too.
I agree.
I can piggyback on that. For me, I've obviously looked up the definition, being the teacher that I am, but I don't have it right now. But I think soul for me, just like what MistaGoodBar said, is something that kind of touches you in a place. Sometimes you may need to cry, sometimes you may need to laugh. And I think that soul music brings all of that out in me.
That's right. I agree with everything. And the definition of soul for me is the same. It's like, yesterday was my 14th year anniversary, right? And
Happy
I
anniversary.
Congratulations.
thank you. And I picked Dwelle Without You.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a soul. Like that hits the soul, but then that hits my marriage soul too, because like there's, that goes along with all of it and just that music embodied us. And so like that was like the soul of it, that gave me that soul feel. So when you were saying Carl Thomas, Dwelle embodied soul to me. And I said something nice about Dwelle.
Yes, we love Dwelle. That's our boy. I'm just playing.
But yeah, like he like that whole thing, just the Detroit soul, like when you hear Detroit and you go to Detroit. So my mom is from Detroit. So like the city has a soul to it. And it's hard to explain the definition. If you've been in these type of cities, you can feel it. Like the soul kind of, it's like a feel. And when the music hits you, you get that feel. And that to me is the definition of soul. So like if the music don't hit you and it doesn't make you feel a certain way, then it ain't got no soul to it.
So it's crazy that you say that because I lived in Southfield, Michigan for 4 years, and I was so ignorant to what was in that city. But I mean, I feel you. I get exactly what you're saying.
Yeah.
That post you did yesterday was beautiful, bro. And it's weird because knowing you and knowing what your sensibilities are with music and how you feel about it, and then seeing that post, and you had already kind of told us that the anniversary was coming, so it was different. I know your followers saw it and appreciated it, but we appreciate it a different way because we know what's behind that. We know what that means to you, and that post honestly is the definition of what soul is to me.
It is.
Man, thank you. Like, because I'm not a wordsmith. Like I can't pick out the words to say the right things, but I can pick out a song and it will say exactly how I feel. So yeah, that's soul. That's my definition of soul.
Right. Well, y'all have some great definitions. So with that, each one of you have y'all different things, music curators overall, but MistaGoodBar, ChristinaCurates, y'all do like mix shows. Soup, you do specialized playlists. So that soul, I would take it that soul is within all of those mixes. This is what I get from it. So y'all want to explain a little bit more about that? Like, because I mean, like y'all were talking about particular songs, like Carl Thomas, etc. But when you're making like mix shows and playlists, like you're thinking about a multiple amount of songs. So that's a lot of soul that y'all are putting into these these playlists and this music curation action. So just elaborate a little bit more from each one of y'all about the soul aspect of it. Because I'll speak for ChristinaCurates, but like that, I feel like you be you know, I feel like it's a really good dig sometimes when you just be putting them songs and they fit perfectly with the next song. And so it's not like, okay, y'all just putting music together. Like y'all really like, it's like this thing of soul that y'all put over yourself and y'all like, all right, we finna get to work. So I would like to hear each one of y'all talk about that aspect of it.
So I guess I can start. Actually, I'm not sure I don't think Soup and Goodbar knows this, but my first 5 or 6, maybe 10 mixes, Mr. Alpete put those together. My first, I'm not sure how many you put together. And I would send him songs and he would put it together. And then somehow I got the courage by way of Frances J. She was like, why don't you just put your mixes together? All you got to do is just get yada, yada. This. I'm like, well, I don't have a MacBook. I was making excuses basically until I finally said, you know what? Let me just go ahead and just see how this works. So I talked to Al Pete, I talked to a few other people, and then I said, okay, now I will say to you guys today, I am not a DJ because I think that it takes massive skill to be able to put mixes together, blend songs together, knowing what RPM or whatever that stuff is you use will go with songs. So I'm definitely not a curator. On the spot, being able to go from Erykah Badu's going to what is the name of the song? It's got the
Didn't You Know?
No, here's a sample. My blank, I can't figure it out.
Oh yeah.
Being able to blend songs together, I cannot do that. So I am not a DJ, but I do enjoy just putting songs together. Sometimes I try to put songs together that may have the same tempo, or sometimes I'll just fade it out. But I don't know. I used to put actually lists together before I would do that. But now I just go into my drive and just say, let me pick this song because I was listening to it for the whole weekend and I thought that it probably would go well in the mix. So I really don't have like a rhyme or reason with the way I do it, but sometimes I might go up tempo and I might change it up after the break. It just depends, but I just play what I feel like somebody needs to hear. And sometimes it's music that we play all the time or that I play all the time. And then sometimes it's a new song that just came out. So it just varies for me.
Real quick before we get the other two answers. So Christina, I played your mix during our the podcast live. Mm-hmm. Now, real quick story, y'all, but like the venue canceled on us maybe like 3 hours prior to. So I had to scramble around and find a venue. We went back to the same venue that we had the Groove Suite event at. Mm-hmm. Nevertheless, energy was like high. Energy, like we weren't mad at anything, but the first thing I did was cut on your last mix, episode 49, and people were just walking in and it just fit. It fit perfectly. And I remember like these ladies was like, every song that came in, it was like, who is this? Who put this mix together was great. So I just wanted verbally let you know that or whatever. I'd be intentionally putting on these mixes, but I was like, well, let me just turn this energy down a little bit. But I felt like your mix like perfectly had everybody that was scrambling around. We all kind of chilled or whatever. We were just like, all right, let's move.
To hear it.
So yeah.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
No problem.
She's incredible.
All right. Who up next? Soup, Mista?
I'll jump in. Okay, so real quick, I got to chime in on ChristinaCurates. First of all, you're not a DJ yet. That's the word. As far as myself, you like that, Mr. Alpy, right? Okay, so to answer that question, sir, I like to tell people that when they listen to an episode of The Remedy, that's how I was feeling in that moment, or what was going on with me. I'm very vulnerable with it. If I'm happy, you're gonna get probably a turn up, excited, up tempo episode. If I'm sad or depressed, 9 times out of 10, you're gonna get me playing some chill stuff or some stuff that helps my mood. Similar to what Christina said, I need that music that tunes into the frequency that I'm on, and I'm happy and blessed that people that listen to the show feel the same way, and that I can get them in that space as well. And it's never to bring them down; it's just to meet you where you are. And I really, I initially started the whole process of the show with the intention of highlighting the artists that we think need highlighting. I know you're going to get to that later, but that was my first intention and it remains that. But now I feel that I have a connection with the audience that I've been blessed to have, that I can be vulnerable. And so if I'm depressed, I'm going to play some stuff that kind of helps me deal with my depression. Sometimes I don't want to be cheered up. Sometimes I want to hear some sad songs. Sometimes I want to be pulled out of it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm honored to be able to have a catalog that I could work with and be able to be blessed to put the music together. Like you said, take one song to the next song to the next song. And my goal is to make sure the episode feels like one long song. That's what I want it to feel like. I want people to realize that the song has changed after it had already changed. I don't want them to catch it. I want them to still be in the groove of what we're on. So I try not to switch up a lot. You know what I mean? And there are times I do, but you go with the flow and you trust just your process. But that's really where I am with it. Like, for instance, I'm getting ready to do the episode for this weekend. It's already done in my head. I just got to actually do it. But I know what it's going to represent exactly how I'm feeling this week or that day. You know what I mean?
And congratulations to you, because your shows each week go up on Mixcloud. And I know you said it was on Amazon Music. So you have been doing an amazing job. I have a little quick story. I was in Houston for an AP conference, and I happened to be turning channels or whatever. And I ran across your mix, and I was like, this is dope. Who is this? This is my music. It's almost like I was like, this is my tribe in my head, but I wasn't thinking that until recently. But I just happened to run across it. And ever since then, I was probably 3-4 years ago, maybe. It was before COVID. Everything is in reference to COVID, right? So I was like, this is amazing. So I've been following since then. So yes, congratulations to you on all of your acclimates.
So very much.
Big congratulations.
Just trying to make a Black man blush at all, but thank you so much.
So for me, I'm a little different, but I am on the same page with ChristinaCurates when it comes to I'm not a DJ. I am absolutely not a DJ. I would never be a DJ. So like that, I don't have that in me. I watch DJs. I don't want to take away from what the DJs do. Like, what they do is something special that I can't duplicate. I'm not trained for that. I don't even want to touch that. I have much respect to the DJs. But what I do is it's the same with playing the music, but I just sit down for the week. If I'm listening to about 10 different songs for that week, I'm like, okay, it's about time I put this on a mix. Let me put this on a playlist. I'll put the playlist together, and in my head, what I've been doing is I start with R&B, or I'll start with hip hop, and then I'll blend into whatever genre I want to do. So I keep it all one mix. So if I'm doing R&B, I'll do 20 songs of new R&B songs, and then I'll throw in some instrumentals, and then I'll work my way into some hip hop, which is the different hip hop than what everybody is used to listening to. You're not going to hear your top 100 Billboard hip hop songs. You're going to hear something completely different. So, but it all comes into play. Like when you're listening to it, if you're going on a long trip, because my list is about 2 to 3 hours long. So it's just all in the flow. Mm-hmm. So that's the soul that I have for that. Like the Soops Kitchen is just something that I got tired of listening to what everybody else was doing. And instead of complaining, it was like, let me just do it myself. Let me just put out the music that I want to hear. And then try to gain the audience to listen. And, because it's quite a few people like us that want to hear this good music. And we all complaining, and nobody did anything. And now we have curated 3 shows that put the music that we complained about not being heard on the radios, not being heard on the social medias. And now we're a part of that solution instead of, that constant complaining. So that's pretty much how, what I do for Soops Kitchen. And I also play at an event called Lyrical Rhythms where I'm playing the music before the band comes on, and it kind of sets the mood. So they call me the vibe setter. So I set the vibe.
Isn't that a DJ? sir. Isn't that a DJ? And you know
It
what,
sure
though?
is.
That's
It
it.
sure
Right.
is. It sure is.
And what I
I
was
knew that was
also,
coming. I knew
I
that
was
was
going
coming.
to add to that is that, you know, the three of us and you also, LP, DJ Foundation, I mean, Francis J, there are a lot of folks that are like us that put together mixes. And I think what happens is that if we have our individual fans, that some now becomes fans of Remedy, fans of Soup's Kitchen, and they may hear a few songs that are similar because it's just that we got that vibe, but then
Right.
they may hear some songs that are different. Soup has a lot of pop that he incorporates in his mixes, and Mr. Goodbar, you do R&B. I mean, you do everything, right? So I think it's really good that we're not, oh, these all sound the same, because we don't. We have our own little spin on what we want to play on our mixes, and I think that's cool.
Right. Right.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying, Mr. Alpine. I'm not going to be like these two. I'm trying to be a DJ too. I'm trying
And
to
you're doing a good job, because we saw you in action when you went live that time.
I'm trying to get out there and get in front of the people, because that's the evolution of this whole process of, you know, we have the digital format and we share it that way, but to be able to be in this real quick story, and I'm sorry to deviate, but I got to say this. Okay, so I know all of us have attended concerts of artists that we like. I'm going to give you a perfect example. Erykah Badu was in town last year.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, she didn't have an opener, so it was just her band. So the house DJ's playing or what have you. And I mean, all I hear is Yachty and Gunna, and
Golly.
no disrespect to any of those artists, but I don't want to hear that if I'm going to listen to Erykah Badu.
Absolutely.
And I've been to so many shows where the opening music does not match the artist that's coming to perform. They did that with Moonchild here. They did that. And I don't know if it's just Houston. Maybe you guys experienced this as well.
No, we got that same thing. They started asking me to come and play the music to open the show.
It irks my soul. It irks my soul. So my whole thing is, I you know, like we all have said about our own individual journeys, we got to be the change we want to see. So to Mr. Alpi's question, the DJ portion is where I feel like my evolution has to go now, because now I have a platform. I can say, look, I do this on the radio. Let me do this here before the show, because this is not going to sound right. Them playing trap before Alex Ozzy walks out, that's not going to work.
Correct.
Because the crowd that's coming to see her, they want to hear Masego. They want to hear Lucky Day. They want to hear Moonchild. They want to hear all of those artists that are around her before she walks out. So that's my goal. So I'm practicing. I'm trying to get there.
So, next question: the praise and the appreciation of the type of our music. Like y'all, Soup segued into it like perfectly. But why do you feel like that is the case? That our music is it? And I say praise and appreciate it very lightly, but I think, I mean, I can speak for all of us. It's pretty heavy. Being the fact, one, we can't even go to like a store or anywhere and be able to like even pick up this music. We can't hear it on the radio. We might hear it on a commercial, but outside of that, we're not in a vicinity to hear like our music or soul.
Mm-hmm.
So why do you feel like there isn't that much praise and appreciation to it? Y'all segue perfectly into it.
So I think what's important and that we've seen in recent times is when Raphael Sadiq and Robert Glasper and folks like that do the score for different movies and different shows, like what's the name of it? Harlem, Run the City, Insecure, and you hear our music, and I'm like, oh, that's Kenyon Dixon, or oh shit, that's Alex Isley, you know. So I'm happy to see that, but yeah, I don't know if it's a lot of folks love 90s R&B, okay, and that sound that came with it, those voices that came with it, and I love it too. I mean, Pete, you know, I was completely stuck, right? But something in me said, let me listen to some new folks and let me hear what Eric Roberson is talking about. And I'm talking about back when I first heard of Eric Roberson, before 2012, maybe 2011, even before then. And I just started listening to different types of music that, in my opinion, is still considered soul. And for whatever reason, there are a lot of folks that they just, I don't know, they can't accept it. And I'm probably going to give some backlash from people who are listening, but they just...
I'm going to piggyback off of you.
And there are some folks that will be open and willing to hear because they listen to our mixes. They say, okay, who is this person that you're playing? But I don't know. They're just, of course, the whole entire conversation about R&B is dead. And, yeah, go ahead, because I could go on forever. And I'm not complaining, but I'm just trying to figure out, like, why don't these people get the appreciation and the respect they need?
I don't think it's I definitely wouldn't say it was complaining, and that's me outside of our conversation. That's outside of our professions, everything. But I mean, just from a fan standpoint, I don't look at it as a complaint, because I do feel like everything else gets his awards. You know what I'm saying? The accolades and all that stuff. So it's not complaining at all. It's an actual fact. Like it's something that we can look at it and be like, I can't go in the store and hear this, or I would love to be in more places and hear Alex Isley. Mm-hmm. Could you imagine like grocery shopping outside of you putting it in your ear?
Yeah,
and listening to Alex Isley, I feel like I'm gonna pick the right orange. I'm gonna feel like I'm gonna pick some. You know what I'm saying? Like
my shopping is going to be successful.
Absolutely.
Just piggybacking off of that, for me, now this is me. Like I'm the controversial one, I guess. So this is my voice.
We need that.
Is what it is the curators aren't the most popular people on the internet. The music the artists, they're not the most popular person either. So if you notice, Alex Isley has been taking more pictures and she's showing a little bit more of herself. And now all of a sudden, people are saying, who is this? Same thing that happened with Rhapsody. Rhapsody took a picture in a bikini, and now all of a sudden everybody like, hey, what's she about? Okay, I'm gonna listen to her music. So that like the music that we love and enjoy, it doesn't have gimmicks around it to make people listen. It's all just straight good music. It's soul. It's just based on music. It's not based on the gimmicks to get you to listen to the music. All the other stuff that's popular and everything that's going on, there's a gimmick behind all of that stuff. So like somebody's beefing with X, Y, and Z. So let me listen to this song. Somebody did a sex tape. So let me, you know what I'm saying? There's always a gimmick behind those popular artists. There's some type of gimmick. The artists that we listen to, there's no gimmicks behind them. It's just straight artistry. It's just, you go to their concerts, they're sitting behind some type of instrument. They are, sitting behind, or they're writing songs, or they're creating songs on stage. They're, working with other creative people. And because it's not a whole bunch of nigga shit.
Keep it real, son.
Keep it real.
Because it's not a whole bunch of that behind their music, it's not popular. And people are they're not listening. So, I think that's one of the main things.
I know Goodbar has a response, but I have a question for you to ask you on that. Go ahead, Goodbar,
I'll make it quick. So everything that they said, I totally agree with. I'll add to it that, and I'm going to borrow this from Mos Def. He said this on the Midnight Miracle podcast. A lot of the music that the three of us, all of us actually, consider our music is not based in commercial advertising. It's not a consumer based. It's not to try to make you try to live a certain type of lifestyle. It's not to try to make you envy somebody else or what they may have, or to covet what somebody else has. It's not that type of entity. And I think we're all of age where we can remember when we first started getting our chops about the type of music we liked, when, radio was kind of tuning our taste. We had to decipher between the consumer based, the gangsterism, the lewdness, or the sensual soul stuff. And as you can see, we all kind of gravitated towards things that we still play now that are represented by the artists that we play. So I think which also sparked why radio was important for me to make that change, because I want to be on that like Christina said, and I thank you so very much for giving that testimony. I want people to turn the dial and hear something like, whoa, whoa, whoa. I want to pause people. I want to stop them, because I want them to realize that radio is supposed to represent breaking artists and upholding culture, no matter what that culture is. My culture just happens to be neo soul and R&B, and that's where I'm going to stand on. So if somebody needs to be a pillar for it, I'm happy to do it. I don't need to be recognized. I don't need none of that. I just need somebody else to hear it. And that's why Christina's story touches me so much, because it's people like her that make me stay on point with this, because I don't want to chase popularity. I want to touch somebody in a different way and keep them and feed them what I want to feed and what I want to be fed. You know what I'm saying? What I play is what I wish I could hear. So that I'm never going to be commercially viable. My music or the artists that we play are not going to be that, because they don't feed into that monster. Not that, there's nothing wrong with it. Everybody getting money is fine. I'm totally with it. But there are places and spaces where I don't want to hear that all the time. There are places I want to hear it, but this may not be one of them. So I think that's why most of the people of our generation and beyond are tailored and used to hearing things that speak to the consumerism and the dollars and the coveting and the lewdness and all of that. And that's what they're used to hearing. So when they hear something else, it sounds corny to them. And that's fine. And also and I don't know if you all have experienced this as sound selectors as well. Some people don't want to be told what music they should listen to. They want to find it themselves.
Yeah, that's right.
And they'll reject it if you say, "Hey, I think you might like this artist." They'll give you that. And then a year later, they're like, "Yo, that artist you told me about was dope. I listened to it on my own." I think that speaks to your question, sir. Go ahead, Christina. I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. I was just forgot what I was going to ask Sue.
That's my bad.
But I do have a comment. DJ Artistic was on Twitter this week or yesterday and was talking about, I guess he was having a conversation with other DJs about the music that is played in the clubs, right? And that they said that and this is just me paraphrasing because I'm not going to quote it verbatim, but they said that the music now is not, they're not able to like play it in the clubs because the R&B and I guess there's some of the hip hop just not, the people don't vibe to it the way, I guess, music from our time. When I say our time, I mean 90s and early 2000s, which is true, but for me, being the age that I am and just where I am in my life, I don't need to be in a club and hear thumping music 24/7. Now, when I go to homecoming, when I, go to like a 90s party, which is cool every now and then, I love it. But I want to go to a lounge where I hear the vibey, eclectic music that I play on my on my mix or whatever. So it's just interesting to hear people and they talk about how they can't find good music or there's no true R&B, and it to me it's like, okay, this is just an excuse to a certain extent. That's one of the reasons why I continue to do, put the mixes together like I do, is because I'm just trying to expose folks that I know listen to the music that I listen to the 90s all the time and say, hey, why don't you put on this and tell me what you think about this song? And I'll do that sometimes. I'll send it to some of my friends and say, what you think about this? Oh, it's pretty cool, And then I'll say, well, it was on my mix, just kind of give them a little taste of it or whatever. But I know what I was going to say to Soup. So I was going to ask about the group of folks that are like our age or older that may not be looking at she's in the news because she's doing X, Y, and Z. They're just, some people don't even know what's going on social media, but they still will not say, who is Alex Isley? Or, she has a beautiful...
that's just the old head.
Oh.
that's just I'm not listening to nothing new. Like that's, you got those group of people that I'm not, if it ain't from Mary J, or if it ain't from, whoever, an artist in the 90s, I ain't listening to it.
Right. And that's why I also
you got that set.
I also like when Faith did a song with Gwen Bonner.
Yeah,
Faith is his boo. That's it.
that was my favorite song.
You done touched
And
the nerve.
when
You done
I
touched the
know,
nerve.
right?
Yeah.
I know. Or when Mary J puts Bryson Tiller or somebody on their song, or when Lucky Day did the song with Earth, Wind, and Fire, that kind of gives exposure to these folks. Oh, now who is this young fella? I'm trying to talk like I'm old or something. Who is this young fella with Earth, Wind, and Fire? It may make them say, okay, he has a pretty good voice. So I do appreciate
That's cool, but sometimes the songs is not that good.
Well, some of them. What song? We're not even gonna get into that because I know you probably got a list of those songs.
Because that Lucky Day, Earth, Wind, and Fire song was.
You didn't like that?
Yeah.
Hey, Soup, I don't know. That thing fire.
That was.
When I'm at a gig,
Mhm.
when I'm playing that music to kind of start things off, that's one of the main ones I'm in the clutch with. I'm like, okay, let me
I think for the setting, for that type of setting, yeah. But like just for me, like just listening to it, it didn't really move me all like that.
Really? That's interesting.
Nah, it didn't. I'm sorry.
That thing clutch.
Well, I'm glad you didn't mention Beyonce and the Isley Brothers. That was horrible.
It really was just her. It wasn't horrible because I felt like she just put her 16 bars into the song that was already there, right? Am I wrong? Is that the right
Pretty
song?
much what she did.
You don't want
did her own verse.
The Beehive. You don't want the Beehive. Oh, you.
I'm gonna salute her for letting the Isley Brothers get that stream money that she brought to them.
That's exactly what happened.
Yeah, I get it.
Have we gone back to that? Let me hush. Going back to that album yet? Have we revisited that to see how it sounds yet?
No, especially that Rick Ross joint. Absolutely.
Oh
not.
My God.
Well, listen, I ain't gonna hold y'all too much longer. Let's I want to jump back to like the brighter side of things.
Okay.
So, let's talk about this new thing that's about to happen. So, I'm not going to talk about it, but I am very, very, very excited about it. And I know when I first saw it, I was like, when I first saw y'all talking and like, on some, fellowshipping and communion passing around and all that, I was like, this seems pretty. You know what? I ain't gonna front. I think the second time I saw y'all, I was like, yo, I wish I was by my mixer. I was gonna plug it up and just hit record. So with that being said, let's talk about this new venture that's going on. Like, I feel like this is going to this thing is going to answer a lot of questions that we have about why things aren't praised. What touches the soul? Have people define like what soul really means to them, and much more. And have debates about Dwelle not being in the place to be. So, somebody take the floor and let's talk about it.
But Mr. LP, let's not act like you're not the RZA of this. You know what I'm saying? Let's you saw something in this whole connection and realized that it was something that, we need to kind of capitalize on. So we appreciate you and honor you for your vision. ChristinaCurates, I'm gonna give her flowers. She has always been diligent about making sure that we always take time to politic and connect and just reaffirm one another, support one another, and have an opportunity to kind of vent and speak on, the things that we deal with and that we want to introduce to people. And it just took a life of its own, you know what I'm saying? And it's just been something that has been necessary to me. Our monthly or bi-weekly, however we do it, conversations. I look forward to it. I need it. It helps me. I'm honored to do it. And we decided to kind of, make it official and do some official stuff. You know what I'm saying? So I'll let the lady of the crew speak on.
Goodness. So I don't even know how it started. I think we may have started a conversation on Twitter, and I just made a group on Instagram chat, and we just said, one time we were talking about something. I was like, you know what, let's jump on live and just have a conversation, because I know that we have similar ideas and thoughts and listen to similar music, and at the same time we have different opinions, and it's kind of good to have that variety. We've got Soops Kitchen. It's like he's the what do you call it? I don't know. He's like the rebel of the group.
I haven't found a name for
I
Soup.
haven't found a name yet.
Whatever that name is, Soup is that, and
Right.
it's in these conversations though, and I love
Right.
it.
Right. So, and I know there are other folks that we know and that we've communicated with that I've considered tribe too. It just so happened that we just decided, let's just start talking. We just started having conversations about music, and I'm glad and I'm happy to see where this could go and where it's going. So again, thank you, Al Pete, for even giving us your MPN platform to start whatever we're going to start, because we haven't quite picked it. Everything is not completely done, but we are in the works, and I'm happy about it. I'm excited.
So I'm piggybacking off of everything that everybody said. I'm just know I'm the piggybacker. But I agree with everything, and Al Pete, I truly appreciate you for allowing me to be a part of this network. ChristinaCurates, thank you for picking me to be a part of this tribe. MistaGoodBar, thank you for accepting me. Like I'm just here. Like I'm just happy to be here. You know what I mean? Like
you act like you guys are doing. Come on, man.
Y'all are doing amazing things. Goodbar got a radio network. You got your platform. What happened?
Nothing. We still going.
you got your platform. Your it's on MPN, the ChristinaCurates platform, and then this is me. Soops Kitchen just on Mixcloud, SoundCloud. I just started doing Mixcloud, but I'm just on SoundCloud, and so I'm just happy to be a part of what you guys are doing.
So you can't downplay yourself, because you actually you just started doing stuff. You have interviewed how many different folks on?
I have. I've interviewed quite a few people. I did radio before. Yes, I know. But,
so I mean, you have some. Like I said, we bring different things to this little tribe that we have, and I think it's not a competition thing. It's not. It's just organic. It's just we
have to. I love the fact that we honor the fact that this tribe came together organically. And with that, it's organic that, we kind of got together and decided, let's put this in podcast format. So we are, working on putting together a podcast, three of us. Of course, we'll have some guests, some interviews, some conversations, the real conversations like we always do, not deviating from what we've been doing on the calls that ChristinaCurates originates. So, I think it'll be good and it'll be accessible to everyone else, and they'll get to kind of sit down and listen to us pick each other's brains and maybe enlighten people who may not know who we are, introduce each other to each other's, network, and, just have an opportunity. So like Mr. Alp said, I wish sometimes we could record and share some of the conversations we have, because they are hilarious and informative, but always
doing this with you guys. And so I can just tell Dwelle to just put down the paintbrush and make some music.
Not while you're here.
That's gonna be the subtext of our description. All this is Dwelle.
I've learned in my little bit of time doing this, and I don't know what it is, maybe because I just don't know, but I think that we as consumers, because I feel like I'm still a consumer, I'm still a fan.
Yeah.
We sometimes, and I think maybe because social media and how we were COVID, we were home and all we were doing was being on social media or whatever. I think that we need to extend a little bit of grace. I'm not just talking about you, I'm just talking about in general, Soup. A little bit of grace to artists, just because we don't know what's going on in their personal lives, right? And we don't want people to throw out. And I'm not talking just to you, because you.
No, I'm joking.
I know you're
joking when it comes, because I'm with you on that. Like I've learned that.
No, but I know.
No, but I've learned that too.
When folks like Dwelle or whoever else posts a picture of family or something, somebody down in the comments, when you go get an album, we need more music. Even when Zoe dropped this album with Tall Black Guy, maybe like 3 or 4 months later, somebody was like, "Oh, you got some new tunes that we can hear." But like, wait a minute.
I just dropped the album.
Can you let this sink in first? So I've learned, that we got to give artists a little bit of grace. Now, I'm not talking D'Angelo 15 years, but I mean, hey, If D'Angelo's
but
not
when you learn D'Angelo's history, you understand why he's the way he is.
exactly. But that's
So
another conversation.
That's
right,
partially
right.
why I'm so excited about, you know, this going into podcast format, because I cannot wait to hear the stories that we all have. Because I know we all have experienced things, you know, from shows to dealings with artists to musical memories and things like that. The stories are what keep me going. I can't wait, and I got a bunch to share, so I can't wait to share them with everybody and hear y'all. So I know it's because our experiences are different. We're in different cities, and we're figuring out
Right.
how to make it work. But I think that that lends itself to why this is organic and special. You know what I'm saying? So I'm really, really honored to be part of this whole experience.
Yeah, I'm super excited for this experience myself. Like, you know, being in Cleveland, this doesn't happen. You know what I mean? Like, it's not too many like-minded people like you guys that think about the music the way that I think about it too. And it shows when I show up to places and I'm playing I show up to one place and I play music and I get people coming to the booth like, well, what's that? What's this? You know, well, how did you find that? And then I come and talk to you guys and I play the same song or I talk about the same song. And you're like, oh yeah, I heard that. Such and such. And so it's like, so for me, I think it's just really dope that I get to spend time with you guys and I don't have to explain music to you. Like I can pick out a song. Like for an example, this new Music Soul Child song. I don't know if you guys like it or not, but I think it feels like I feel like it's from his first two albums. Like I feel like we're getting that type of soul from this. Like I'm feeling it.
As long as you're not rapping, though.
So Soup,
Right. So that was my fear. Like that was my whole fear. I was like, oh man.
So Soup, is that your groove for this week?
Ooh,
That's my
segue.
groove.
Is that a great segue?
That's my groove for the week.
So LP, tell us about the groove. And I mean, what's your groove? Isn't that a
groove? Yeah.
See, that's why she a mic. That's why she a mic.
Yeah, listen, that was very clutch where you came in with that for sure. But well, to go back a little bit, I'm definitely excited about the show that y'all are going to do. I do feel like each one of y'all have a story or are connected to something that I'm just going to be a main geek on, and I know it's like thousands of other geeks that want to hear these stories from y'all individually and collectively, and just want to hear y'all thoughts. And I do feel like this sector of music, of our music, you know what I'm saying, it can definitely blossom in that for sure, like without a doubt. And we'll talk about that later on. But yes, this part of the podcast is where it's called What's Your Groove? So basically I ask the guests, whoever I'm talking to, interviewing, to give us a groove. And basically it could be a song that you like, it could be a song that you listen to this week, it could be an album, it could be an artist, whatever you feel, whatever you want to let the folks know what your groove is, let them know. So that's where we at. So I'll start it off. So honestly, I've been on Little Brother May the Lord Watch album. This is going on my third week, man. And for some reason, for some reason that album has just been very. It's all their music are like this like focus type of thing. Like for me, it's like whether I want to get into focus mode or just in that thought process mode. So so Little Brother and Fonte song. What Fonte song? The one I Murder You. Not Pastor Troy, the one before. I mean, not Pastor Tickler, the one before that.
I know what you're talking about.
So help me God. So help me God.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's big energy for me too. So
one thing about that Little Brother album you mentioned, Mr. Al Pete, that I noticed is that album gets better as the older it gets, the better it gets.
Yes.
It was great when it came out, but I listened, like you, run it back, it sounds even better. Like, so salute to that, man.
So that's another definition of soul, because it made timeless music. How old is that album? That album is what, 2 years old now?
Maybe
going on 3 years.
Maybe 3 years.
It was right around the time of the pandemic, right before.
Yeah,
it was right before.
Right after.
It was right before. Because remember, they went on tour. And
yeah. And then they cut the tour short because of COVID.
Yes, and I saw them in Atlanta, and that was an amazing show.
I got a confession. I never saw Little Brother.
Well, that was my first time. seen Little Brother. Now I've seen Fonte in Jacksonville.
I ain't
I've
seen
seen
none of them.
Fonte with Foreign Exchange. But I guess my groove for today, because it always fluctuates. I was listening to, you know how Apple Music puts together your favorite mix. And it's a song by Anthony Valdez featuring Alex Isley, and it's called Nature. So it is a pretty cool song. It'd be nice if we could like play, not right now, but we'll talk later. But yeah,
Wait,
so,
Alex actually got a new song?
no, it's not new. It's off
Oh.
of she's featured on. It's the guy's name is Anthony Valdez.
She's
And-
on everybody's album. It seems like she's not everybody, but
Yeah.
she has her share of like features for sure.
Mhm. Yeah, she definitely does. And that's why that, yeah. So let me get to it really quick, but it's called Nature by Anthony Valdez. And it came out in 2016.
Okay.
So that's been my song for today.
I'm on that. Okay, so ChristinaCurates gonna be mad because I'm still in her groove. So we happen to share the same groove. I cannot get enough of Jane Hancock laying next to me. I cannot get enough of that damn song. Oh my God.
I played that last night and people went nuts.
Oh, I was about to say, you played it last night?
No.
I cannot get enough of that damn song. I liked Jane Hancock before, but this project on Death Row Records, like, yo, that's my groove right there.
That's a good one.
All right, so can I pick two? Because I'm hip hop and R&B, so I got like my R&B groove, which is the Music Soul Child and Hit Boy, Beat of a Slow Dance. Like I said, I put it on Twitter. I don't know if anybody saw it, but when I heard it, was like, I'm thinking he worked with Hit Boy. This nigga about to be rapping. So I was like, I was a little like worried, but then the way he came to the song, it felt like his first two albums where it was just soulful. It was just him singing and it just came from the heart. And I was like, okay, that's the Music Soul Child I remember. And that's how I felt about this song. And then my hip hop song is Charlie Smart. If anybody's hip to Cooley High, he is part of Cooley High. He has a song called Haters Anonymous with who is it with? It's DJ Digitize. They have a song called Haters Anonymous. That song has been on repeat, and that's Charlie Smart's Haters Anonymous. Like those are my two joints.
I need y'all to put that in the chat because I need to check it. I do have a hip hop. I got a hip hop one too. We're doing that.
I was gonna say because Goodbar about hip hop and R&B too.
Skyview by the Mussolini and Ninth Wonder. You know it? Like, yo, that is the smoothest, slickest joint. And they're using the sample that Ninth Wonder flipped is Michelle Ndeglicello, the song she did for Higher Learning.
Oh, you say that's so good. I still be butchering that.
I practiced in my head. But the sample is so smooth. So yeah, that's my
Okay.
When they perform, you going to go see them? Because I think they coming to Houston.
I'm definitely going to go. I'm definitely going to go.
They coming up here, so I'm definitely there. I'm actually playing music.
See, that's what's up.
I'm for the doors. Like when the doors open, I'm playing.
Yeah, I'm not a DJ though. I'm not a DJ though.
Right. Right. He's leading towards y'all in a minute.
I'm a vibe setter.
Respect.
Okay.
DJs are vibe setters too now. Don't get it twisted.
That's true. They definitely
I know, but y'all are different vibe setters. Y'all practice. I'm not practicing. Like I can't
get off and practice now.
Good dealing. Well, we're at the end, y'all. Listen, I appreciate y'all. My apologies on the fumble or whatnot, but smart dumb internet, y'all already know how it goes. So we're gonna comment on that. Listen, I appreciate.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
I appreciate y'all taking the time out to talk with the people, the Groove Suite, man. We are looking forward to this venture. We're looking forward to a lot of y'all opinions, because I do love the opinions that y'all have. The conversations y'all be having is like very golden, and I know it could get people to come in and be like, "Oh man, let me join in and give my input as well," and just make people appreciate the music much more. I know that y'all bring people into this world, and people leave out like, damn, man, like I need to cut that gun off and listen.
Right. Also really quick, I know we ended in a minute, but I think it might be cool if we try to do something like this in the Groove Suite on Facebook. Just once or twice every now and then, just to have a conversation and bring people in. I think that's the best space.
So we can get the old people to conversate with us.
You're absolutely not the
There's
oldest.
the old people. Jesus Christ.
The old folks. Well, shit. I mean, I'm probably the
Thank you
oldest.
so much,
Oh
Mr.
no,
Alfie.
I'm not the oldest, but I know what to say. Thank you for having us, Mr. Alpete. We've enjoyed this.
Nah,
Thank you.
I appreciate y'all, man. Like I said, I'm just looking forward to all this good stuff, and yeah, it's just gonna be dope. It's gonna be dope. So, let everybody know where they can find you. First off, explain what shirts y'all have, and then tell us where they can find y'all.
Okay, so I'm wearing
scared to
a
watch it,
Whitney
too.
Houston t-shirt.
Did y'all see the movie? Did y'all see the movie?
Tarjay.
The movie that just came
No,
out?
I didn't.
I'm scared to watch it.
It was actually okay.
It was good.
It was okay. It was okay. I didn't say it was good. I said it's okay. It's watchable.
Nah, man.
Well, no. All right, let me take that back. It's not watchable. I think it's a good watch for sure. It's better than
it's on my list.
What network was it on?
It's on my list. I'm just
sorry.
scared
What
to go
network was it
into it.
on?
Like I'm
Is that the
still
movie?
too connected to it a little bit. Being from Jersey, and
I'm not going
she's a
to the
Newark
movie.
girl too. And I'm wondering. I'm one of the first things I asked when it came out, like, who playing Bobby? Like, I'm just we too connected to that history. It's scary to so.
Bobby.
Yeah, who is playing Bobby?
Playing Bobby?
Yeah, that's
the
true.
guy that played I think he played RZA.
I like him though. I like him
on the Woo movie. I mean on the Woo series. He's playing.
He playing Bobby? But why they?
But
why
he
they
looks
just
mad.
use the
He
dude
looks
that played
mad
Bobby
dirty. Like he looks mad dirty, and I didn't like that about how they presented Bobby Brown like that. And I'm like, Bobby Brown wasn't that. Bobby Brown wasn't dirty, period. But the way that he looked very dusty and made it seem like he was downplayed from what Whitney Houston. And I'm like,
that's
so why they didn't use the dude from that played Bobby in New Edition? That was a perfect fit.
Woody. FAMU represent. Oh, sorry.
I don't know, but nevertheless, it's a good watch.
Robin,
and another thing too,
that story.
And I hope I'm not.
I want to.
Well, it already happened because it's history. But what was her best friend name? Robin. So that was my first time getting the story to that degree, and I didn't. I was just like, I don't think that was a tasteful way to do it. But nevertheless, the way that they kept it classy. I think it's the same people that did what's the group name?
Queen. That's right. It was the people who did Queen. Yeah, right.
Not New Edition.
No. It was
the Temptation.
Queen.
Okay. As long as
it's the people that did Queen. So with that being said, that looks good on that part.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So what's your shirt say, Soup?
I have a top 5 hoodie. So it says Gemma, Soul Aquarians, Dreamville, TDE, Dungeon Family. So this is my top 5 collectives of all time, Jamline, and but I put it together. I went to the top 5 website and I put it together, and I'm here it is.
Cool.
I want you to know you made me spend money, Soup, because after I seen you in that hoodie, and then you posted the super fly sexy nigga picture on Instagram too. They put you in the ad on the top 5 website. You know what I'm saying? You leaning back with your head all up and all that. I was like, yo, look at my beard. So I went on and copped the joint. I actually put one together, and I'm actually gonna wear it Sunday when Robert Glasper is here performing. So I got one, and the reason I'm wearing because he's on it. I got him.
Yeah, I gotta put it.
So who you got on yours? Robert Glasper. Who else?
I have Robert Glasper, Echo LMA, Moonchild, Alex Isley, and the Fun Exchange.
Oh, that's a good list. That's a good.
I was the same thing. I got
This is the merch that I push for the radio program. It's also my brand and my tagline to let people know where I'm here. So when you see stickers around the world, or you know what I'm saying, all of that, I make sure I brand it so they'll know it's me, and that they'll know that I got you, boss.
I need a 3X.
I got you, sis. You know that I actually got a special one for you. We got to do it right. I felt like I actually did a little bit of and this is probably something that the three of us will talk about off the air when we talk about branding our thing, is that to make sure that people recognize that symbol and that it goes in rooms that I've never been in. And I'm honored and blessed to be able to have people like, I actually had I actually posted a picture of me in a red hoodie with this logo on it. And one of the members of Player, Smokey from Player, saw it. He said, send me one. So I sent him one and he took a picture in it. And so Cy Smith took pictures in hers. I gave her a shirt when she came to town. So I try to make sure I put it on people, so they'll see it. And, I've had people from across the overseas, in the UK, and I've never been to the UK in my life. I honor God for that. I hate the religious, but it means something to me that that's in a room that I've never been in. You know what I'm saying? So I wanted to make sure that I have something to represent that. So when our fellow groovers and our fellow soul people know this is a safe space, you know what I'm saying? It represents that. So anybody, to any of y'all, I know what y'all about to ask me. I got y'all. Don't worry about it. Order it. Tell me what you want.
I was going to say that you said, who did you say? Player. Cheers to You is one of my top all-time songs. That's for another conversation. Okay.
Absolutely. So it meant, what it meant to me when I saw him wear it. And I was like,
so Appy, what shirt do you have on?
That shirt hard as hell.
No request ever.
Hard. That's the first thing Christina, but he came out, the first thing I said, like, yo.
That was a great shirt.
That is so him.
that is a great shirt.
Absolutely. Don't even think about it. I will make sure that everything gets played. Be good to go. Yes.
Yeah. Trust the DJ, man. Trust the
DJ.
All right. Well,
so wait, I guess I am a DJ, because if you get requests.
I'm trying to tell you.
I'm trying to tell you.
Go ahead and get that.
Come on, Bob Selector.
Yeah. Get that. What you using? A Pioneer SSB3? What you using?
No,
it's coming. We'll talk. Don't worry. It starts there. Trust me. I know.
All right. I'm gonna work on it.
I got you.
Indeed. Well, hold on real quick. Let me wrap up this show, y'all. I want to thank Soops Kitchen, MistaGoodBar, ChristinaCurates for coming through and just rocking with us on the Groove Suite. Thank y'all so much. Please make sure you follow the Groove Suite on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. The Groove Suite, TheGrooveSuite, and follow these people. All this stuff will be in the show notes. And just listen. Please listen to their mixes. All that stuff. Like, it's so much dope ass music on here. It's just dope ass music. So all the links, everything will be there. Please follow them. Please patronize them and all that good stuff. And get ready for this beautiful show that's going to happen, man. So what'd you say, Christina? I'm sorry.
No, I was just saying this is the beginning. That's it. I'm sorry.
No. You good. Well, okay. To the folks, it is a beginning. But to us, it's like things have formed. So I'm like, all right, Bud don't feel like the lost cousin in the I feel like I'm in that now. I feel like
so
when I come in that my plate
you gotta
there's gonna be some good music on that plate.
you gotta bring a dish to the dinner now. Yeah.
Yes, the in there. No
Absolutely.
guests.
So yeah, but thank y'all so much for listening. We are out of here till next time. Y'all be good.
Peace out.
Thank you. Peace.
The Groove Suite podcast has been brought to you by Mr. Penis's Neighborhood and The Groove Suite. Make sure you stay in tune with us on our socials, on Instagram and Twitter, at The Groove Suite, and on Facebook, The Groove Suite Podcast. If you want to email us some music, tell us that you like us, email us at groovesweetjacks@gmail.com. New things, new vibe, new soul, all that. Thank you to everybody who supports us, rock with us, and vibe with us. The Groove Suite.